Welcome back, everyone. So today we've got a really back to basics routine. Recently I had a little staycation trip just on the north coast of Devon, and the simplicity of nature just really inspired me to make a real back to basics routine. So if you're brand new to Pilates, this is definitely for you. But likewise, if you're just wanting to take it slow on your body at the moment and recap the basics, then this will also really suit you at the moment. So join me on the mat. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart, and breathe in as you stretch your arms round and up, and breathe out as you slowly take them down. Tuck your head in and roll down, reaching towards your feet. You want to keep your knees nice and soft, and slowly let's roll the body back up, and your head is the last thing. Again, we're going to breathe in, stretch up to the ceiling. Breathe out, take the arms out, fold your head down, roll your spine one vertebra at a time, reaching down towards your feet. Take a breath in at the bottom, and as you breathe out, rolling slowly back up to standing, finishing with the head. Let's now come and stand at one end of our mat and prepare for some work in standing. Start with your feet hip width apart, and as you breathe in, squat down, lift your arms up by your ears, and as you breathe out, push to stand up tall. Breathe in as you squat down, and breathe out as you come up. And every time you come up, we're going to start to draw the abdominal muscles in and squeeze the glutes. Fantastic. Now on the next one, we're going to squat down. Now place your hands on your shins and see if you can flatten your back. Come back down to your squat, arms up and up to stand. So breathe in, down to the squat. Breathe out, flat back, hands on the shins, straight legs. Breathe in, down to your squat, and breathe out, stand up. Breathe in, down to your squat. Breathe out, straight legs, flat back. Breathe in, down to your squat, arms up, and breathe out to stand. And again. What we're doing here is we're warming up the muscles of the body and also slightly lengthening the hamstrings. Now let's step back our right leg so that you've got left leg forward, right leg back, and we're into a rough lunge. We're going to lunge down, take our arms out to the side, and then extend your back leg, shoot your body forward, arms up by your ears. And again. So we breathe in, down to our lunge, both knees bent, then straighten that back leg, shoot the body and the arms forward as you breathe out. Lovely, move at your own pace. You don't need to keep in time with me. You go with whatever pace is right for you at the moment. Remember, breathe out as you shoot forward, arms up by your ears. Now hold that position, take your arms back behind you, pulse them in, like you're squeezing a big beach ball between your hands. In. Down to your lunge, palms facing up and down, 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 and step up on your left leg. Bring that right leg up in front of you if you can. If you're not able to balance on one leg, just keep your toe just on the floor. Stand tall and place your right leg down. Let's step back with the left and repeat. So down in your lunge, and then straighten that left leg, shoot the arms and the body forward. Breathe in, back down to your lunge. Breathe out, shoot the arms and the body forward. Breathe in, down to your lunge. Breathe out, extend that back leg, shoot forwards. Keep going. Breathe through the movement. Don't worry too much about what it looks like. Think about being strong and stable and taking nice deep breaths. Every time you breathe out, you draw in your abdominals a little bit. Now holding that shooted forward position, let's pulse our arms in, squeezing that imaginary beach ball behind your back. Before coming back down into our lunge with the arms out to the side, palms facing up. And pulse those arms down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. Down, up, and step forward on your right leg. See if you can bring your left leg up in front. Draw in your abdominals, stand tall, ground your right foot into the ground, and breathe. And rest. Let's mobilize our spine a bit more down on the ground now. So tuck your head in, roll your body down, reaching towards your feet. Place your hands on the floor and one leg at a time, step your legs back so that you're down on your hands and knees. Take your right hand onto the back of your head and slowly rotate your elbow down towards the floor, tap the floor, then lift it up towards the sky, look up at your hand so you're twisting through your mid-back. Breathe in, tap the floor with that elbow, and breathe out, extend up to the sky. Keep working through whatever range of movement is comfortable for you. Breathing in to rotate down and out to rotate up to the sky. Open up your chest. Now if you place both hands onto the floor, let's go through a few cat-cow stretches before the other side. So looking up in front of you, extending your back, and then scooping your tailbone and your head underneath and rounding your back. Up and down, and up and down, up and down. Come back to the middle, left hand on our head. Breathe in, drop the left elbow to the floor, and breathe out, rotate up to the sky. Breathe in, left elbow down to the floor, and breathe out as you open through your thoracic spine, open up your chest to the sky. Brilliant. Take it slow. And really appreciate that you're doing something really lovely for your body right now. Place both hands down onto the floor now, and we're going to come down onto our forearms. Let's start to think about strengthening the glutes. So left leg, knee stays bent, raise that leg up towards the sky. Lower it back down, then take it out to the side, then back down. Breathe out, lift it up to the sky. Breathe in, it comes down. Breathe out, out to the side. Breathe in, it comes down. Breathe out, up to the sky. Breathe in, it comes down. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in, it comes down. Keep working at your own pace. Breathe out every time you lift that leg. You're working from your left glute, okay? So really think about using that muscle to lift that leg or take it out to the side as high as you can. We want maximum hip movement here if you can. In the back of your mind, just consider that you're going to be keeping your body quite still, okay? So the movement is at your hip, not in your back. Now, raise that leg up behind you again. Straighten it out, pulse it up and down, bend it, pulse it up and down. Straighten it, pulse it up high, down to body height, bend it. Pulse it up high, down to body height, and again keep going. So ideally your thigh is not really dropping below your hip height. The lift is going up from hip height above and back down to hip height. One with a bent leg, one with a straight leg. I'm hoping by now you can feel that your left glute is definitely alive and kicking. You might feel that your right glute is working to stabilize as well. That's just an extra bonus if you get that leg as well. And rest there. Place that leg down on the floor and sit back to child's pose while we prepare to repeat this on our right leg. So back down onto those forearms, lift that right leg up with the knee bent. And as you breathe in, take it back down to the floor, and as you breathe out, take it out to the side now. Breathe in, down to the floor. Breathe out, up to the sky. Breathe in, down to the floor. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in, down to the floor. Breathe out, up to the sky, and keep going. You've probably heard people before talk about how important your glutes are, and they're absolutely right. Your glutes provide all of the power for things like walking and running. And particularly if you lead a fairly sedentary lifestyle, maybe you're not that active, it's likely that your glutes are a little bit weak. So starting to fire them up in basic sequences like this will do you very well. Really lovely. Now, straighten that leg out at hip height. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower, bend the knee. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower, straighten the knee. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower, bend the knee. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. Fantastic. So you're always breathing out on that lift. Always breathing out on the movement that requires the most effort. And ideally, try not to drop your thigh lower than about hip height. Really send some fire through the back of your leg and through your glute. Keep going, you can do it. Well done. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Fantastic. And place that knee down, and again sit back into a comfortable rest position for you. We're going to just have a quick stretch of the glutes before we move on to strengthening our abdominal section. So if you lie down onto your back, I want you to cross your left leg over your right with the left ankle onto the right knee. Then pick up your right leg and hold behind that right thigh to pull closer towards you. And you should be able to feel that big stretch in your left glute. So just hold this position for a few more seconds, breathing nice and slowly in and out. And then release down. Let's change legs now. So cross the right over the left. Hold behind your left thigh, pull that leg towards you and stretch out through your right glute. In this next section of abdominal core strengthening, I really want you to focus on keeping your lower back nice and still, okay? So not allowing your lower back to pop up off the floor. So release that stretch, feet down on the floor, knees bent and arms up towards the ceiling. I want you to simply take your arms back by your ears and slide one leg along the floor so that it's straight, and then bring everything back to where it started. Breathe out, both arms, the other leg goes. Breathe in as it comes back in. Now this is a fairly simple movement, but focus on your core engagement. So draw down your lower belly muscles, draw down your ribs, so that as your arms and legs move away, you're not arching your lower back, you're not flaring up your ribs. Everything in your middle of your body is just completely still. And breathe through, breathe out to stretch away, and breathe in as it comes in. Breathe out to stretch away, breathe in as you come in. Place both hands underneath your head and take your right leg up to tabletop, which is where your hip and knee are both bent at 90 degrees. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, curl up your upper body and extend your right leg forward. And as you breathe in, come back to where you started, okay? So you breathe out, curl up, extend that right leg forward, breathe in, curl back down, bring the leg in. We're doing the same leg every time, that right leg. Think about using your abdominal muscles to pull your ribs down towards your hip bones as you curl up. It's not just your head popping up and down. Let's change legs. Breathe out, curl up, extend the left leg. Breathe in, come back down. Good. So like I was saying, don't make your neck do all the work here. You've got to really engage your abdominal muscles. Use them to slide your ribs down to your hip bones as you curl up to look at your leg. Breathing out to curl up and rest there. Now this time we're going to make things a little bit tougher. We're going to start with both legs up in tabletop. So lift one leg up, then draw down those abdominal muscles, anchor your back down, then lift your second leg. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curl up towards your legs. Breathe in to curl down. Now curl up again, but twist to the right and curl back down. Curl up, twist to your left. And curl back down. Back to the start again. Curl up in the middle. Breathe out to curl up. Breathe in to curl down. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in to curl down. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to curl down. So that's your sequence. Middle, right and left. Curling down in between. Now in a moment we're just simply going to curl to one side, and what we're going to do is we're going to extend the opposite leg. So let's curl to the right and extend your left leg forwards. Then come back down. Curl to the left, extend your right leg forwards and back down. Breathe out. Curl up in the middle and down. Good. Then again to the right, extend the left leg. Curl to the left, extend the right leg, and simply curl up in the middle. Good. And again, breathe out every time you curl up. To the right, extend your left leg and down. To the left, extend your right leg and down, and curl up in the middle. Fantastic. And again, breathing out, curl and twist to the right and down. Breathing out, curling up and twist to the left and down, and up straight in the middle and down. Last ones. And take a full rest there. Lower your feet back down onto the floor. While we take a little bit of a rest, let's just go through a few pelvic tilts. Gently tilt your pelvis forwards and back, as if you're tucking your tail underneath and then you're poking your tail out behind you. Now in a moment we're going to be taking both legs back up to tabletop and both arms up to the ceiling, and we're going to be doing some opposing arm to leg movement. So let's take legs up to tabletop, neutral lower back, arms up towards the ceiling. And as you extend one arm backwards, lower the diagonally opposite heel down to the floor, keeping your knee bent. Then bring everything back to the middle. So breathe out, the arm goes back, the diagonally opposite leg drops the heel towards the floor, and you breathe in as it comes back in, and you change sides each time. Of course, the most important thing is still that lower back control, so remember your imaginary abdominal anchor that's drawing down and in all the time as you do this. And just to remind you of the breathing, we're breathing out as we go down, breathing in as we come up. Now place your hands under your head, and as you curl up this time, again lower one heel down to tap the floor, knee bent. Let's go. Breathe out, curl up, lower one heel, tap the floor, breathe in, curl down, pick it back up, and repeat with the other leg. Breathe out to curl up and lower the leg, breathe in to curl down. Breathe out to curl up and lower the leg, breathe in to curl down. Really make the effort to curl as high up off the floor as you can each time. And rest those legs down. Well done. Now let's take the arms out to the side, keep the feet and knees together, knees bent, and just gently rock your knees over from side to side a few times, stretching out all of the musculature through your back and sides. Fantastic. So that brings us to the end of our class. Well done. We've just covered the basics of a little bit of abdominal strength, some glute strength, and some upper body movement. So just take some time to rest now and reflect that you've done something really, really positive for yourself. And give me a comment on anything else you'd love to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.